invite Labidor and we're going to discuss about Philippine culture. So, let's start with a prayer. Listening of every lead a prayer.
Lalo na po sa mga kaklase po namin na hindi upang misoso at magsagis po namin ang mga kalamin sa hindi mo po sa katawan po sa hindi po tapos na namin para sa nagkakaligtas. Amen.
So, let's proceed with our discussion. Can you please sit down? So, here's our learning objectives. Describe, and at the end, can you read?
Describe your own culture and the culture of others. Discuss the similarities and differences of different cultures in the Philippines. Discuss about dealing with stereotypical ideas and positive attitudes towards diversity and demonstrate approved behavior related to society.
Thank you. So, at the end of the lesson, I hope we will achieve these objectives. So, let's start. Let's have an activity. I have here a picture, and what we are going to do is to form a word from it. Guess? So, here's the first picture. Yes, LJ, you can raise your hand if you want to answer. Yes, culture is the correct answer. Class picture, culture.
Cool class.
Next, culture.
Isa da?
What is culture?
Sa book.
Different beliefs, values, certain tradition or yes, thank you. Culture makes us connect with each other. Here in the Philippines, we have different cultures, and we have different culture. We have different characteristics, religion, and beliefs, customs, language, and many more. So it defines who we are. We have this culture, and it defines who we are as a human or as a human in our society. Then, culture is the shared way of life of a group of people. It includes the things we make, the words we speak, the stories we tell, and the manners we show every day. So, it is evident for us, makikita ito sa ating pang-araw-araw kasi ito yung mga ginagawa natin. Tama ba? Tama. So, we're going to discuss this like art, language, history, customs, beliefs, geography, and anthropology. So, here in this picture, what can you observe or what word can you form from this? Artwork. One word, Danny. Art. Okay, Romy, what is art for you?
This is something like so art is something like one student created, and also it also created colorful.
Yes, being creative, we can make this arts. Arts is not just about like painting. It includes the music, dance, carving, and painting, and many more to express their feelings through art. So here in the Philippines, we have performing arts. We are rich tradition of folk dances. We have tinikling, right? And many dances that represents our culture. And we have Kundiman music that also represents our everyday life or our experiences of being a Filipino. Then we have visual arts like mga paintings. This, what can you form a word from this picture? Anyone? Yes? Lisa na. Yes, Miss Maratas, what
So
can you say about language?
Language is how people communicate with each other.
Yes, tama. So, language is how people communicate with each other. Here in the Philippines, we have official language. We have Filipino based on Tagalog, and we have English as a global competence. And here in the Philippines, di ba, we have many lugar and yes, dialect. We call it dialect. And over 180 distinct languages and dialects spoken across the island. So here in Nauru, we speak Tagonon, right? Like Bisaya. The next, so here, language, di ba, sometimes it makes a barrier for our student, right? For example, if there's a student that is transferring, so the student will adjust. So as a teacher, what will you do if you have this student that is from Manila? Yes, Peter.
In terms of language, as a teacher, of course, if a person is, if my learner is coming from Manila and first he speaks Tagalog and the rest of the class speaks Bisaya, therefore, as a teacher, since I know how to speak Tagalog and of course I somehow know how to translate those words into Bisaya, therefore, I will act as the mediator or the bridge to their communication, okay? That's the role of me as a teacher, and of course later on as they continuously interact with one another, of course they will develop this sense of understanding and they will also will adjust as to one another. So that's it. You will act as a translator, as a way for a bridge, and as a mediator as well. Thank you.
Yes, very good. Let's give him 5 claps. So a teacher must have many roles, right? And here in language, he or she must be like a translator for the student will understand the lesson effectively. And then language make us connect with each other for us to communicate and understand each other. And let me, the next reporter will discuss the other part is Miss Justin. Can you please stand up? Stand up.
So in this picture, what word can you form? So can we answer? Guess the picture.
One word.
Yeah.
One word. Happy.
One word.
Ano?
Happy.
Days.
Kumusta? First, another
Another
mankind is tawag sa lalaki. Mankind.
Yes.
Sun. Ikaw?
Yes. History.
Peter. Ay, ito kasi. Roxanne naman.
So, this is the past beliefs of traditions here in the Philippines. So, we have this pre-colonial and then colonial rule, and then other information from the past, or we call this history.
History is the record of past events that shapes the people, culture, and way of life. So in history, it also helps us explain the traditions and also the traditions and
long trade with China and Southeast Asia. Colonial rule over many years marked the American period. So, when the Spaniards colonized the Philippines, so they like introduced Catholicism, and also the American they also introduced the formal education. So gets that I started.
Yes.
So resilience research was process of the philosophy. So guess the picture. My points, my oral, my proof. Yes. LJ, Candy, explain your idea or share your idea.
Gusto sila pero
Customs.
This is how I find some family. Diba, we have this extended family, so from that extended family, we communicate and communicate with each other. So we don't build hospitality.
Okay, so let's give 5 claps to Miss Nelson. So, first now, the beliefs are the tradition followed by the community. So, in this custom, so they celebrate their life and make that community unique. So, example of that, sila pakikisama, we Filipinos, so na-inherit na sa ato ang pakikisama, hospitality, and also the pagmamano, diba? So this belongs sa customs. Here in the Philippines, so we are unique kay sure, may ano po. And pagmamano, so diba? It's different in other country because only here in the Philippines we practice pagmamano. So gets na customs. So special ways to begin celebrating and welcoming guests. But also sa customs nila and also yeah, and also mga festivals dito. Sinulog, Katiakihan, that we celebrate. So next,
So, when we hear the word belief, it is part of the research of paniniwala ng isang tao. So, belief, we all know that we have these different kinds of paniniwala na sa ato. One of the belief is religion, right? So, even though we are Christian, but like kita na paniniwala, that's why we have different religion. So, pag sa part ng culture, mabilang sa mga belief because we have different culture because our belief that our culture is defined of who we are, that's why it's belong also to culture and belief. Okay.
So correct, no? So beliefs like the ideas or faith that guide the people on how to live. So this can be religious, spiritual, or supernatural. So indigenous spiritually believes in nature, spirits, and ancestral guidance still versus. So we know that Filipinos have different beliefs. Lagi we have different beliefs, like sa church, so sa Catholic, different like practices that we practice. Different practices that we practice or we ginagamit. Yeah. So moral values, gratitude, utang na loob. So here beliefs, bayanihan, hospitality, spirit of resilience. So are the beliefs that is nayaon gid sa Filipinos na we always practice and like inherit sa ato here in the Philippines. The next presenter will be Angie May Nangedla.
So next is, what do you think this word, jumble or those ideas? Yes, what do you think? Yes.
I'm Maricel. Hey, Maricel. Go. Explain that.
Yeah, correct, Marcel. It's geography.
Yes.
Explain naman yung geography.
Sir, kung ano yung number
So here in geography, so we're talking about here the study of the land or the owner of the land, and we're going to talk about the archipelago and the climate. So it talks about the mga architecture and light clothing.
So thank you, Ms. Marcel. Bigyan natin siya ng 5 paruka. So archipelago or geography over 7,600 island create a regional diversity in language and food. Diba here in Philippines we have this kaning mga islands, which is there are different regions and different cultures. So in different regions may iba't ibang mga kultura, may iba't iba't silang mga kultura, and then climate, tropical climate dictates open air, architecture, and light and clothing. So here in Philippines, di ba, ang atong climate is kaning mag-change, kaning iba-iba. The weather is kaning iba-iba. So that's why we build kanang sa unang panahon kaning mga bahay kubo, and then we build a house na kanang dili kaning init. And then the way we dress, dapat comfortable tayo, and then kanang mga soft, in order for us na kanang dili tamainitan. Because sir, in our one day sa Philippines is ang atong weather day is paiba-iba. So that's why we adjust the weather. We adjust on how we dress. Next is the resources. So in Philippines, there are a lot of kaning on how people, kaning kung paano sila mamumuhay. For example, this is kanang sa mga farming and sa fishing. So here in sa Mindanao, we wanted sa kaning sa farmers day, no? And in sa other regions, ang ilang pamumuhay is kanang sa mga fishing. So next is
Study of human being or
People live the way
why people live the way.
bigyan sila ng 10 palakpak. So when you say anthropology, no, this is the study of how and why people live the way they do, no? So it is kaning sa ilang mga culture, sa ilang mga beliefs, sa ilang mga gusto kung paano sila kaning mamuhay sa ilang kaning daily lives. Next is, for example, this is family focus in an economic safety, not just sentimentality. So for example, no, here in our Satwa, di ba? One na nila Satwa is pag close gani ang sa atong family, di ba? Satwa, dahil we might think na for love lang, ang sentiment, di ba? But when we go deeper study of anthropology, we can discover na through that ng mga culture is naman sila, they help each other para ma-survive nila ang kanilang mga basic needs and to help the financial and emotionally. Next is goal to move beyond simply observing how and why people live the way they do to actually understand it. So it is very important to this anthropology is the study of humans. So it is very important to study the different cultures because when we study or we appreciate the different culture, we have to ma-learn na to kung sa ilahang mga culture and to appreciate and yes and to respect sa ilahang mga cultures. So in conclusion to this year, everyone,
Your life is full of resilience, joy, and vision. Strong family bonds and vibrant culture define everyday life.
so in conclusion of Filipino culture, it is kaning identity on how define who we are in our society, no? And then when we by this kaning culture, we inherit sa kaning mga family bond kaning mag-build up strong relationship sa tuwang sigataw. So next is so for example is my culture and my culture and your culture. So for example is this is kaning ako culture. So I share the food, language, and joke with my family and barangay. So these habits feel normal to me. And sa other cultures, kaning neighbors, we pray differently, eat other dishes or wear other clothes, they're normal, is simply. So it is fun kung mayroon tayong iba't ibang mga culture on how we practice our culture. Yes, we need to understand and respect in order for us na kaning ang atwa is develop mga harmonious communications. This is one country and many cultures. So they have, di ba, meron tayong three, Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. So in Luzon, we have Ilocano, Empanada, Bicol, Spice, and Tagalog Harana schools. And then sa Visayas, sa Cebuano, Lechon, mga Ilonggo, Batchoy, and Ati tribal dances. And sa Mindanao, nasa Maranao, Malong weaving, the Tibuli brass bells, and Samasi gypsy boats. Kaning Samasi gypsy boats, this is kaning boat na siya sa mga badsyaw. Kaning bangka ba na ilahag ginagamit kung how ka na ilahag pag ginagamit nila sa pangada-ada. One of the examples ka ng mga isda sila. So this they use Samasi gypsy habits. So next is same but happened but i-discuss ni Maratas. So thank you everyone.
Diba in different cultures, so yung iba ka parehas but also by differentism. So in similarities, we all value family, respect elders, and love celebration. So in similarities, so diba we all practice, we all value the family, respect to our elders, ipagmamano, and say po and opo, and love celebrations. Diba? We all always celebrate like mga Valentine's and also Christmas. So that is part of love celebrations. So in the differences, some use spoons, other hands, some speak fast, others sing their words. So, diba here in the Philippines, so there are some na magkinamot na magkaon and also ang iba like magamit sila ng spoon and also just like sa so, di ba? Different lang Say, hindi na i-change o dya o white hindi. Waman. Waya. So saying no to stereotypes. So all people from the mountains are shy of cities are rude, they speak labels that hurt real people. So di ba the stereotypes is like yung sa i-judge like sa kanan yung like dito doon na sa kibalik. Stereotypes.
Stereotypes is like a belief to a group of people that is not like true. It's just like assumptions. Next, so we discourage stereotyping. So next we have attitude that build bridges. So every Filipino have different attitude, but it built us a strong Filipino. Next, so we have manners. Manners matter here in the Philippines, right? It is very important to say like mannerful and noblesse and respect everyone. Then in conclusion, culture is a colorful mix of art, language, history, and customs, beliefs, slang, and study. So we should respect each other even regardless of their gender, culture, religion, socioeconomic status. We should respect everyone, right? We should promote it